Soldiers, welcome to the Military Weapon Conference. Today's topic is one of my favorite submachine guns, QQ9. The QQ9 is Call of Duty Mobile's version of the famous MP5. Just knowing that should tell you how incredibly powerful this SMG can be. Like any SMG, this weapon is designed to dominate close-range combat. QQ9 features the ability to 4-shot kill in close range, which makes it dangerous when combined with its high fire rate. In the new Season 2, the weapon received a huge buff in all aspects, but there is also a secret nerf about the weapon. So is QQ9 still one of the top weapons in this game? Without further ado, let's find it out. The QQ9 has a very high fire rate and good damage. In addition, it has a predictable recoil pattern, making it a versatile SMG for close to mid-range encounters. If you guys still remember, I did a full SMGs review back in Season 13. To rank all the SMGs, the QQ9 was the big winner, the best SMG that I picked for Berserkers. In case you missed that video, I highly recommend you review it, with the link in the description. Recently, Activision has made a secret update for QQ9 in the new Season 2. The weapon's hip-fire accuracy, damage range, and mobility were all improved. They even removed the damage reduction of the arm. This makes QQ9 even better than it was before. Even with the nerf of its 10mm ammo, there is no doubt, QQ9 has become one of the best weapons in this game. Definitely, it is the meta of the current version. To prove it, let me show you the weapon stats first. QQ9 has a very high fire rate with moderate accuracy. By default, it has 30 bullets in the magazine with a fire rate of 830 rounds per minute. It is the third fastest weapon in this game. Its fire rate is just behind Fennec and MSMC. With such a high fire rate, the default mag size isn't too sufficient. The quick reload time of the weapon is 2 seconds, and the full reload time is 2.7 seconds. Its ADS speed is only 200 milliseconds, which is very fast. As an SMG, its mobility is outstanding, much faster than assault rifles. The movement speed is at 6.7 meters per second, and ADS movement speed is around 3.7 meters per second. The base weapon stats indicate QQ9 is a fast weapon with good mobility, the quickest weapon of its kind. What really makes QQ9 stand out among all SMGs, is its outstanding fire rate and good damage range. Now let's take a look at the damage and range of this weapon, to see how it performs in terms of time to kill in different ranges. QQ9 is a quick SMG with a good damage range. With the recent buff, its damage range got increased by 30% in close to mid-range. This makes it even more powerful in close to mid-range combat. Now it deals 25 damage up to 10 meters, 23 damage from 11 to 16 meters, and 19 damage from 17 to 20 meters. The weapon has 3 body multipliers. A headshot deals 1.1 times normal damage, and a leg shot has a 10% damage reduction. There was a damage reduction on the arm as well. The recent update removes the hitbox of the arm for this weapon, so the right way to use this weapon is just to aim for the body. In MP, its time to kill figures is absolutely at the top level. However, in BR it's a different story. Due to the damage reduction from the vest, weapon damage is not consistent in BR. It has one floating damage in all ranges. Even though there is damage reduction, the time to kill figure is still quite impressive in close range. However, just like other SMG, the damage drops significantly along with the range. Makes QQ9 not ideal for long-range combat, but we can still rely on its good mobility and hip fire in close-range fight in BR. Practically, QQ9 is one of the top weapons in MP, especially after the recent buff of this weapon. It deals decent damage in close to mid-range, which can 4 shots kill up to 10 meters, and 5 shots kill up to 16 meters. This is the effective range of QQ9, and it works really well in MP with its good mobility. To rank this weapon, it has good damage, average accuracy, and the best weapon mobility. So you can see, the main strength of QQ9 is really depending on its good mobility, and superpower in close to mid-range gunfights. Now, let me show you the best loadout of this weapon for both MP and BR. Before we start, I'd like to discuss the unique attachment of QQ9, the 30-round 10mm ammo. When equipped with the 10mm ammo, the QQ9 receives a damage increase as well as a range boost, in exchange for a slightly slower fire rate. The 10mm ammo was a must-have attachment for QQ9 before the update. it largely improves the weapon performance in close to mid-range. However, the recent update nerfs the ammo. As you can see, now it only increases damage in the close range, which doesn't decrease the shots needed to kill anyway. All it is a 15% range boost but at the cost of fire rate, so it is pointless to use the ammo anymore. In MP games, weapon mobility is most important. It determines how fast you can kill. Our goal of this build is to make the fast QQ9 even faster. We use the tactical barrel and no stock to boost weapon mobility. This increases movement speed by 10%, and ADS speed by 25%, which is insane. Then we use the granulated grip tape and the tactical laser to improve weapon accuracy. To finish up the build, we will add a 45-round extended mag, which should be sufficient for this fast weapon. This is a max mobility build. Let's see how it performs against the default QQ9. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. The default ADS speed is 12 frames, which is 200 milliseconds. With this MP build, the ADS time is decreased to 9 frames, which is the quickest weapon I've ever tested. This gives us a huge advantage in the fast-paced MP games. Okay, before we going forward, let's take a break here. Please do consider subscribing to this channel with the notification on. I've developed a Call of Duty mobile companion app, including everything you need to know about this game. The app is completely free to use. I'll put the download links in the description. Now let's move on. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. The default recoil pattern of QQ9 is not bad. It has a bit of horizontal recoil to the right. The bullet spread accuracy is improved a little bit with this build, and it is easy to control the recoil of QQ9, as they mostly are vertical. The QQ9 got a huge buff in terms of weapon mobility and hip fire accuracy in the recent update. This makes the weapon the new meta in MP, and with this MP build, you can eliminate the enemy even faster. To sum up, this is a max mobility MP build that provides the best mobility, better accuracy, and easy recoil control. It really dominates the close to mid-range combat. It is definitely worth trying this new meta in MP. Now let's move on to the BR build. In BR games, the weapon damage range is always our first concern. However, SMGs, especially the QQ9, is not designed for range fight. I rather carry it as the secondary weapon, and use its hip fire and great mobility in close range combat. To improve its hip fire accuracy, we use the light flash guard, the Merc foregrip, and the MIP laser. Altogether, these attachments can improve hip fire accuracy by over 26%. Next, we use MIP strike stock to improve weapon accuracy and flinch stability. It helps in horizontal recoil as well. Again, I didn't choose the 10mm ammo here, as the damage and range improvement is miserable in BR. Instead, I use the 45-round extended mag to improve the weapon ammo capacity. This is a hip fire focused BR build. Let's see how it performs against the default QQ9. First of all, let's test the ADS speed. In this build, we sacrifice some mobility for hip fire accuracy, so ADS speed is 1 frame slower than the default. However, since we will use this weapon for hip firing, ADS speed is not a concern here. Soldiers, it's time to get your shit together, and start training. Click the link in description to join our battlefield in Discord. Let's grow together. Next, let's compare the recoil patterns. Even though the bullet spread accuracy is improved, it is not a concern with this build. We will focus on hip fire accuracy and weapon mobility. By the way, the recoil of this BR build is mainly vertical, which is easy to control. Last but not least, let's compare the hip fire accuracy. As you can see, the hip fire accuracy is significantly improved with this build, so it is very efficient to use this weapon for hip firing in close range, especially after the recent update, which improves the weapon hip fire accuracy. The QQ9 is available as common, rare, and epic blueprints in BR. The legendary blueprint can only be found in airdrops. To sum up, This is a build with great mobility and the best hip-fire accuracy, specially designed for BR. It is extremely powerful in close range, up to 10 meters. It allows you to eliminate the enemy with hip-fire while moving fast. Overall, the QQ9 is definitely the meta in this game. The best mobility and super high fire rate make QQ9 a top-tier weapon in MP. And the brilliant hip-fire accuracy makes the weapon a viable choice in BR as well. Not to mention the accuracy and mobility of this weapon got a huge buff recently. Soldiers, our session ends here today. Hope you enjoy the weapon discussion and different loadouts that I presented in this video, and if you did, please do leave a like, and comments below. Subscribe with notification on, so you won't miss out on my future tips and tricks videos. Share this video for supporting this channel, and for appreciating my hard work. I will see you again in our next mission. Until then, stay safe, peace out.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.